Greetings all, my name is Duduzileyende and I will be representing Syndicate 4. We will be unpacking and analyzing the Livestock Wealth case study. I will start looking at the overview. Livestock Wealth is an agricultural financial technology company that provides the following: a platform for customers to invest in agricultural assets using a mobile application. Livestock Wealth provides a direct link between investors and farmers, and this allows the transparency of both investments and the growing agricultural assets. This is achieved through the crowd farming application. The company is approved by the Financial Service Conduct Act and has several registrations with agricultural regulatory boards, including the Agricultural Producers Agents Council. Livestock Wealth has up to date managed over 120 million and growing in agricultural assets. As an investment broker, Livestock Wealth gets its revenues from the commission of facilitating and managing the investment and quality thereof. Available investment options for customers or investors range from quarterly returns to 6-year returns. The biggest advantage of the offering over other investment portfolios is the low variability of return. The investment options and associated expected returns are summarized below. Moving to the key issues of the Livestock Wealth. Issue number 1 will be the growth possibilities in the local and African market. How and when should Livestock Wealth expand into other African countries? How will the Livestock Wealth align its competitive advantages with foreign market opportunities for optimal value definition? How is the current business model affecting scalability and stakeholders' value? The second one will be growing operational efficiency. How can a Livestock Wealth eliminate farmer-facing operational efficiencies such as lack of sufficient farmers' operational transparency? How can a Livestock Wealth standardize farmer-facing operations to ensure consistent good performance of emerging farmers? How can the Livestock Wealth mitigate and absorb business model risks so that investors are guaranteed returns with close to 0% variability? The third one, value maximization of current business model. How can Livestock Wealth modify its current financial model to capture as much value as possible for both on the short-term and the long-term horizon for both investor and the farmer stakeholders? Hypothesis 1, the complexity in the two-way facing business model are decreasing operational efficiencies. Hypothesis 2, the complexity associated with the two-way facing business model and the associated decreasing operational inefficiencies are sufficient factors to constrain growth and scalability. Moving to the solution landscape of the Livestock Wealth, we'll be looking at short-term, medium-term, and long-term solutions. Short-term solution, the streamline operations. It creates the workshop for the training and upskilling farms as opposed to one-on-one sessions. Livestock Wealth should move completely out of farming and become an intermediary. Focus on scaling the investors-facing part of the business by subcontracting farmers' management and quality management. Performed detailed marketing segmentation, targeting, and positioning for efficiency invested value identification. Implement a real-time customer service team and systems, chatbots, information-backed mobile applications, etc. Look at the investment performance innovations. Focus more on long-term investment that allows LivestockWealth to reinvest proceeds and boost the company's short-term cash flow. This increases access of capital and expansion objectives. LivestockWealth should consider having shareholding financed directly into the farms, as opposed to short-term cash flow needs of the farms. This allows foster a responsibility by the farmers to continue operations, development of robust actuarial models, and investment options that further decrease variability in expected returns. Currently, this and impact-based funding are the only significant advantages over the traditional investment platforms such as the JSE. Lastly, we'll look at additional value definition for farms. Assisting farms with pre-harvest access to farming equipment, quality inputs, and technology to help with efficiency crop growth and cow breeding. Assisting farms with post-harvest access to markets for produce. Historically, emerging farms have the lowest access to markets, with dominance being controlled by established and well-developed large-scale farms.
For medium-term purpose, we propose the following solutions. Firstly, we recommend partnership with companies operating in the agricultural sector. Those companies would assist LivestockWealth with accessing the markets and also with data-driven solutions. Those companies would be the likes of Kula and Kurai. Secondly, there's a need to ensure that established farmers transfer skills to emerging farmers. So that will assist with sort of long-term sustainability of those emerging farmers. From the funding perspective, Livestock may consider making use of finance by development finance institutions such as Land Bank and Grow Bank instead of using the commercial banks, because the concept, the livestock wealth concept, has got a developmental mandate, and that is more in line with the focus of the development finance institutions. Furthermore, the advantage with this developmental finance institutions is that they are specialized funders of agricultural projects and hence are better positioned to provide assistance when necessary. In the long term, we propose that livestock should consider using a franchise model as one of the options as they expand outside of South Africa. The model is beneficial in the sense that there's no need to kind of familiarize yourself as livestock with different business and regulatory environments. So that can actually be sort of handled by the franchisee in the relevant country. So someone in that specific country who's knowledgeable of the industry and the challenges and the opportunities in that country. In addition, livestock wealth should consider expanding in top countries with the ability to sustain food security. However, an analysis of the African economies indicates that 4 of the top 5 economies in that category are in North Africa. So this actually presents a challenge in the sense that, firstly, like the main challenge, those countries, they have a challenge with political risk in the form of terrorism, and that can actually make it difficult to invest in. And the other thing is that the cultural differences between the countries in the sub-Saharan region where South Africa is situated and those countries in North Africa may present a challenge. So that is something that needs to be considered. So, but on the other hand, we cannot turn a blind eye to the countries in the sub-Saharan region. So those countries they are less developed, but however, they offer potential for livestock to expand. So, but we really have to take cognizance of the fact that livestock wealth is more technology driven, and thus it may be difficult to replicate the current business model in these countries, because by just looking at the adult literacy rate in most of the countries, especially in West Africa, find that it hovers around 50%, and that might present a challenge in trying to roll out some of the technologies in the agricultural sector. So it might present a very significant challenge for livestock wealth. So in summary, as part of the implementation, we recommend that livestock should actually look into creating awareness, in the form of increase awareness of the brand. So that is something that can be done, say, in 6 to 12 months. So also improve the app, make improvements to the app so that it can offer other services as well, and consider launching or having a call center where customers can raise their complaints, and then from there the management of the company can improve customer. They will have a base on where they can improve the customer service on. Thank you.